Okay, we're back. Um, Creating an email. So, I was just kind of looking it up, and it looks like this. So, is this a raw string they call it, or whatever? Um, Raw string literal. I think that's what we want. So this will be pretty simple. What we're gonna do is actually um, source. So we're gonna create another directory here called emails. So what's going on here? Node not created. What is happening? All right. I guess I'll do it manually. That's weird. Okay, and might as well. Let's see if we can. See if it'll let me create a file. So this is going to be. Let's check here. So we are email verification. Okay. So email verification.rs. I don't know why it wouldn't let me create a directory. So this is going to be quite simple. Just a function. Function verification email. It's not going to take in anything. Just going to return a string. Okay, and we're just going to do that. And let me see how they do this. So, and double quotes. So that, and then to end it, you just use that. And no semicolon because we are returning that. So now we can just right here write in our HTML. So I'm just going to go to here and grab this one. Confirmation, invite exists, invite new member. So I think this is it. Yep. So I just want this bit right here. We need to pass in the name and the confirm link, which we need to build. Oops. Okay. Yeah, how do we insert data in that? Rest insert data in raw and literal variables. To work with owned strings, format is a great choice. It's a format name. I didn't know you could put it just in like that. As you mentioned, using JSON in your project. So, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. So first of all, let's get rid of that. And that. I'm thinking we do format. Just like that. I think that'll work. Probably not, but whatever. Now we need to take in name, be string, and confirm length, which will also be a string. This needs to be a public function. And I gotta go through the think need public mod emails, and then so when we do need a mod, that's why. That's what's happening. Okay, so we need a mod rs. So public mod email verification. I think the dashes are automatically converted to underscores. We'll fucking see in a moment, won't we? And then if we go back to user route, do use email verification. I think it's emails. Use, let's do this up here. Use create emails, email verification. No verification. Verification. Yeah. So now, we will let HTML be a string will equal verification email. And we need to pass in user. We're going to send a reference user.name and a reference to, I need to create the confirm link. Jesus. Confirm link. Okay. Now our confirm link be another string. So it's going to be the user ID. Have any users? Go back here and just create a user. All right. got a verification code here, which is null. So what we're going to do is create a verification code. So Rust, we use an object ID. We use an object ID again. So let verification, we'll do let. So now we're going to have to come over to our user model. And the verification code is going to need to be public. Actually, this should be here. Yeah. Should it though? Yeah. Create avatar. So verification code. I don't think it needs to take anything in, but it does need to return string. Let's see where we're. Okay, so just object ID new. Actually, return an object ID. But so object ID new. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to take in self. And we will let ID verification. We'll just call it code. Be an object ID equals a new object ID. And then self dot verification code. I'm going to need to rename this to create verification code. Self dot verification code is equal to code. That might transfer ownership. Let's see what happens. Then we'll return code. All right. So then here, let verification code string equal user dot create verification code, and it doesn't need to pass anything in, but we need to, I think we can probably safe bet to assume that that can be converted to a string. So a A verification code is a string, and our confirm link is, we will format oops. Now this is going to be sphere.work / email / verify / user _ID .to string. This is awfully long, but whatever. / verification code. Okay. And then we can send the confirm link here, which can then, let's just run this and see what, definitely got errors. Let's see what some of them are. Okie dokie. Alright, expected one. So header, content type. Yeah, okay. So typo. Down here. There's no way it got that far before I found an error. Refuse to believe that. Alright, public function new, what? Models, user RS 50. What the fuck happened here? Here, API. Go into the source, and yeah, I need to branch out. User routes, source. Models, user. What the? Whoa. Man, what the hell happened here? Email is a string. Password string. Confirm password is a string. First name, last name. That's it. Okay. Public mod email verification. File not found for email verification. Hmm. Right. Email dash verification. Yeah, but I can't do that. So, fucking. Let me see what. Rust. Two-word file name. Rust file name convention. All right. Okay, so snake case is the standard for that then? Module, yeah, okay. Okay. So even for yeah, but this is for snake case. Yeah. Okay. So it should be email underscore verification. And then here we need to do is rename this. Email underscore verification dot rs. Yes. All right. Hopefully that works. All right. Let's go to that one. Okay. Might have worked. All right. Because this opening brace expected in format string. Expected. So you can't do that then. What the? All right. So user routes here. User dot underscore ID dot to string and verification code. I cannot find response in the scope. Yep. Okay. So that's in the routes 264. It's right here. All right. Let's go back to our request docs. So it goes on send. Yeah. A response. Request response. All right. So use request response. Is that the only? Yeah, I think so. And let's do client as well. That way I can come down here and we're right here. Yeah. So I can just do that. Make sure I don't have any name clashes. I do with MongoDB client. So, Rust rename use declaration I'm just gonna want to mess with that, so I'm just gonna undo that. All right. What's next? Error not found in the scope. So that's probably just the same as this. It's probably just request error. And correct. Next. Same thing. Data not found in the scope. Cannot find value data in the scope. User models 58. Man, this is driving me nuts. 58. Eh. What? How did this happen? Got the same thing there. Did I do like a find and replace all for something? Like, what the shit is going on? Alright, so this is implement response. You didn't save it. What the shit is happening? Alright. Here's what we're doing. We're closing that out. Coming over here. Show hidden files. So code, oops, went too far. Source, models. Alright. Fucking deleting this. Jesus. Now. What the hell? It's like a screwed up SWP file there. Alright, I think that should fix it. Wait, where is it getting? What? It just, like, what the hell happened here? Alright, I'm dragging the... This is so screwed up. I don't know how the hell this happened. Should look something like this, but I don't know if that has everything I need. Well, let's hope for the best. I'm just going to pull this down so I can reference it. What is this? This isn't even... How? I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell happened here. How did it add data? For all that, what is data? Where did it even come from? This is response user. This is fucking response user. I'm looking at user. Response user. Yep. So this was correct. It just happened to something screwed up. What are we passing in here? Shit. So user collection, return document after. I think it's a user. We'll find out. All right. So routes 264 unknown field. 264. Unknown field user. Oh yeah, user doesn't have a name. User has a first name. Okay. Wait, request builder is not a future. Remove the await. Oh, dot send dot await. Okay. HTTP response. Okay, we're not returning for now. Let's just add an error to return. So HTTP error 500 string from temporary error. Oops, I don't want that there. All right, self.verification code equals code expected option string found object ID. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? This is the models. Self.verification code equal. Okay, yeah. Object ID. So, I think I can fix that pretty easily. So here, wait. Is this implement? Yeah, it's got to be the length of it. Create verification code. So this, some code dot to string. All right, let's see how we do. This is a first name private field. All right. Make that public. Cannot assign self.verification code, which is behind a reference. Self is a reference, so the data it refers to cannot be written. That is really weird. And mute self. Oh. So let's try that. All right, user.first name, expected string. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I forgot to. What was that? Verification email. Source emails, email verification, verification email. This is a reference to a string. All right, got some things I'm not using yet. Fine. Let's look at the error. Can't borrow user is mutable, as it is not declared as mutable. String cannot borrow is mutable. How am I borrowing that? It's mutable. Oh, because that updates itself. So the user has to be mutable here. Yeah, I see. All right, so what the issue was is when we create the verification code here, it's modifying itself, which means it needs to be mutable. So, again, according to that error message, just make it mutable. And we're running. Sweet. Still not done, but getting there, getting there. Let me... Oops. Put this back in here for us. Okay. So... We've got... Okay, we need to create our HTML. Okay, it looks like we're creating our HTML. So, for... I gotta go back. We go to send email. So data is our body. So, let's try request send URL encoded data. This is probably useless, just like everything else on this site. Alright. Here's what we'll do. So already declaring the content type. Let's just try jamming that shit in there. Maybe JSON. I don't know. Let's take a step back. Okay, we're in a request builder. Multi-part. Sends a multi-part form data body. Query. Modify the query string of the URL. This method will fail if the object provided cannot be serialized into a query string. Timeout, try clone version, JSON, headers, header, from parts, form, send a form body. Aha! Sets the body to the URL encoded serialization of the past value, and also sets the content type, application, header. Okay. Sweet. That's sexy. Alright. So what we're going to need to create a hash map for this. So we can get rid of this because if we use .form, it does that automatically. Now we'll just call it params. That'll be fine. So, man, the documentation for Rust is just great. Once you learn to read it, it's a pain to get start to learn to read it, but eventually it becomes quite good. Okay, so what we're going to need is to create that hash map. So let mute params equals hash map new. I'm gonna call it body. Hash map new. I think I already have hash map in here. Body dot set, is that it? Insert. Insert, and then we insert our data. So our data is from, and this will be from, we'll just type that in, support, yeah, fuck it, I don't care what it is right now. Cosphere support at cosphere.work. Boom. And body.insert. This code's pretty ugly right now, but we'll clean it up in a bit. 2. So 2 is going to be who we're sending it to. So for this, user.email. I think we can just put it in like that. Let's see. Body.insert from to subject. Leave that blank for the moment. Body.insert and the HTML, which we will actually just do verification email and user.first name confirm link, and that means we can get rid of this. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's it. We've got our bearer auth with our key. Boom. Okay, let's give it a run. Nope. Undeclared hash map. Huh, thought I'd use that already. I use it in something else. Standard collections hash. So standard right here. And oops. Collections hash. Now there's a ton of interesting. All right. Expected a reference to a string or a string slice. We found a string. Interesting. So user.email. I think since it's that, we can just do to str, I believe. And next error. This argument influences the return type of insert. Interesting. Really. I just want to read this. So, arguments of this method are: it expected a string slice but found a string. Probably because that is a string slice and they need to match. Okay. The return type of this call is string due to the type of argument passed. Okay. This argument influences the return type of insert. Consider borrowing here. I did borrow. Give that a shot. See, read the error messages. Read the error messages. Alright. Mismatch types. Again, right here. Oh, that is the same error. Yeah. The argument influences consider borrowing. Again. Oops. So theoretically, that should work. Still no. Creates a temporary value which is freed while still in use. Temporary value is freed at the end of the statement. Okay. Borrow, later used here. Interesting. Temporary value dropped while borrowed. So it's borrowing that, but then it's still using it there. But it works for the other one. So let me try. Try doing that. See if that makes a difference. No method? Huh. Alright, let's do this. Just a standard string. Methods. Add string. Every time, man. Every time. A string. That's still an issue. All right. So verification. So you're using a let binding to create a longer lived value. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, again, error message. Read it. Read it, and it almost, in Rust, it almost always tells you what the problem is. Okay, so that's fine and dandy. Let verification email, which will be, so verification email, what does it return? Returns, what does it return? Let's say it returns string. Let's see. It'll let me know what it is. See, another good reason to define these, because I don't know what it's returning. Now, if this is wrong, it's going to tell me what it is. So I'm learning. Verification email. User.first name and confirm link. And but it needs to be a reference to it. So I think that'll actually work. Okay. All right, call expression requires function. What? Expected function found string. Verification email has type string. Call expression. And just rewrite this. Insert. Ew. HTML. That's working. All right, cool. Cool. Going well. All right. So we send, we await, we get a result response. So instead of, we're going to match this, is what we're going to do. And instead of that, move that. So get OK, in which case we get our response. Let's check out response. Here. Send response. Okay. JSON. Try to deserialize the response body as JSON. This requires the optional JSON feature enabled. But do it. Text, get the full response text. So, how did I handle this? Oops. When here, so I turned it. Okay. .json and turned it into a value. What I'm actually going to do here, kind of changing my mind on this. No, I haven't. I was thinking, because this is going to have to change now that I'm matching it. This is what's getting returned from the await, but because I'm matching it, it's going to return whatever I return from the match. So, this is, so I can do a response.j. Okay, I think I see what I need to do here. So we've got, this is the type of our, this is the response here. Now, response, well, let me, yeah, whoops, JSON, turns a result, which will then need to match as well. Jesus, this has to be awaited as well. Okay. So I think so this will return. What this will return is a JSON type value, which is like a default. I can just put anything in there, I believe. Creates it on the fly for me. If there's an error, then we'll do we will return HTTP error 500. So this is trying to send, yeah. So internal server error. Okay. So that means this is no longer our response error. Result. This will give me a value, which I'm likely then going to have to match again. This method fails whenever the response body is not in JSON format or it cannot be properly deserialized to target type T. More details, yada yada. Let's see what I did with the other one because it works. So yeah, it's gotta be awaited. Shit. Yeah, I think I can do response.await match response.await and it's returning a result, so okay. What does it return if it's good? Type T, so value. So this is result value. Result value. And then we'll await this and just our value, I guess. Oops. So this is mailgun response. Terrible name, but just want to get this working, and then I can come back. Well, I'm sure I won't. So okay. So if our match is okay, does good, then we just return that value. So mailgun response is going to be a value. Error. Then we'll just do the same thing as above. Return an HTTP error. 100 internal server error. And then we just return our HTTP response. Okay. JSON, and it will be success, true. Let's see if we get any errors. A lot of them. All right, value, yeah, got to import that. So this is from Sir JSON value. JSON and value. Not found in the scope, not found in the scope. Alright, there's just a lot from that. Alright. So, value. Field expressions cannot have generic arguments. Ah, you piece of shit. Note. Expressions. Oh, whoops. I just... Issue is that this is a function, correct? Yes. Probably the issue. Result, expected 2 generic arguments. So that response is going to be a value. Result. Add missing generic argument. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So I believe I can just unknown field JSON. I'm gonna ignore that for now. Of course, the same error here I always make. From. And down here as well. Alright, doing good so far. Using response. I'll get back to that. Expected result value error found future. Let's see. It's found future. Okay. So I can just do dot await here. It'll return that. And then remove it from here. In the building. I actually want to check something. I want to see Rust nested match statements. I want to see if this is considered bad practice to do that. Oh, I already looked this up. Whatever. Okay. There are a couple of warnings. So response we are no longer using. We're only using error. And then mailgun response we're not using, which is fine. So I will prefix it with that this time. Oops. And we're good. I just need to test this now, but I'm actually going to take a little bit of break before I test it. Stretch my legs. So I'll be back in a few minutes. There we go. All right, let's get to testing this. Now, pray to God this works. So we need Bruno. Need to create a new one. Name. Send verification email. So route is HTTP localhost 8000 / API / user / user ID / verify email. Right. Let's db.users.find. Right here. Okay. Now, this does require auth. So C. Lee Morgan. Oops. D. Lee Morgan. All right, we need to load. Need to get our key, our token. Okay. Authorization. Error. And let me see, this is just a get route. The user ID. Okay. It should theoretically work. No user with this email address. I'm sorry, fucking excuse me. First of all, that's wrong. So, cannot find user. Try that again. Okay, so we do have the correct route. Saying it can't find the user from that. Why not? 34CD1 starts with 66. Oh my god. 34CD1 starts with 66. Okay, so there's something else going on. But it's returning okay. So let's print line. ID. Okay, we try it again. 34CD1. What the hell are you talking about? How? So it's not getting an error. It's just saying it doesn't exist, but it clearly does exist. Do I perhaps need to... Betcha that's it. Yeah, almost certainly. Object ID new. Oops. Okay. So let's rates.io, bson, documentation. So we want object ID, which is a struct, I believe. It's not a struct. What is it? Oh, it's in the module OID. Okay. So, parse string creates an object ID using a 12-byte hexadecimal string. Parse string. So, what we're going to need to do... So, user ID here is Pat. Okay. So, what we'll do is... This, yeah, it doesn't have self, so... Oops. Object ID. Parse str. String. And this returns result. So... it's okay. ID. The ID. I don't know. We'll just do I. Error. Then we'll just do the same thing. Turn HTTP error 401 a string from not find user. Now this is going to be object ID. And did I need some? I feel like I needed something else here. Let's get rid of this stuff. Oh, yep, that's what. Okay, so it's compiling. Let's give it another shot. Internal server error. Um, so there's multiple places that could happen. One, two, three. Try it again. Three. Okay, well, that's a good sign. It's getting down there at least. Okay, when we try to match that, so see what our error is. Print line. I don't know if I can. Parsing the match arm starting here, print line. These statements are not started, so they do have to have a body. Okay. Error decoding response body. Error decoding response body. The fuck? I'm gonna try. API.mailgun.net v3 slash v.cosphere.work slash messages. Okay, so form so the body form URL encoded from cosphere support at cosphere.work. Next is 2 be at morgan.dev. Subject will just be something. HTML, just a single p tag, something again. Now, hosting, clearly. Form URL encoded, center of the body, the key. So shit. I'm gonna do this off screen. Right. Just gotta remember not to open headers. See what we get from this. Forbidden. So when we do it here. Let's look at the mailgun docs. Send an email. From to subject HTML. Um, domain name, messages, author, basic. This is using basic. Okay. Buffer from .to string form. All right. So let's try doing. I think it's just basic auth. An argument. What? Fuck. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So Rust. So the Rust request and back. Quest builder. Basic auth. Self username and a password. Okay, I see. Self username password. So username is just API. Expected an option of some type. Found a string. Okay, so some. I don't know why it takes a fucking option. Let's see if that works. I'm sure it won't. Oh, God. This is so fucking painful. Yeah, username is API, password is my key. So I'm going to try doing this in Bruno again. I just gotta hide it. So show my key. What's it looking for? So, how about we just look at curl? Multi-part form date. Multi-part form data. Okay. So made some Bruno. Could update the header. Basic. And then guy. This is fucking impossible. Authorization is basic plus username password. Let's try this with form data instead. Oh wait, I wasn't. Let's try multi-part form. Add it all back in from sphere support sphere.work. To be it dev. I'm gonna bring us over here for now. Subject something HTML p something again. Right. Forbidden. Alright, I'm gonna try logging into Mailgun and seeing if they have error messages. See why I'm getting forbidden. God damn, these fucking sites are so annoying. Jesus Christ. Alright. Reporting. Logs. I need to use cosphere.work. Okay, now I can check my log. How are there no logs? How are there no logs? How are there no logs? This is insane. I'm about to ditch Mailgun. They are dog shit. I got bought by Cinch, and now I have to like re-sign up to get access to my data, and now they're not showing any logs. Fucking terrible. Probably gonna switch away from Nailgun. They are used to be good. Now they're absolute garbage. They got bought by Cinch, who apparently is the worst organization on the planet. I don't know how they fuck up something that's already working perfectly. Alright. I don't know what else I can do here. There's literally nothing I can do. Everything is correct. So, this is saying form data, multi-part form. So, let's look at request. So, form. Multi-part. So, so if we do multi-part instead, multi-part, that takes in a form that we have to create. Sends a multi-part form data. Okay. Request multi-part form. So request multi-part form. Request multi-part form. Let's comment this out. And then body. Okay. Let form equals form new, and then dot text, right? And they start at key 3 and value 3. Whatever. From cosphere support at cosphere.work. Text to user.email. Subject. HTML. And we'll send the form. What are you talking about? Request multi-part. It's right there. Could not find multi-part in request? It's definitely there. You gotta fucking... God damn it. Feature multi-part. Jesus Christ. Not found. Yeah, that's a typo. Fucking. That's not even possible. Temporary value that's... No, it doesn't. It's right there. User cleared here. Borrowed value does not live long enough. Yes, it absolutely does. Still gonna get the same thing. Whoa. What? That work? Am I gonna get an email? Holy shit, it worked. Mind is blown. It just blew my fucking mind right there. Okay. I did get the email, so it's working. They must have changed this. Fucking mail gun. Alright, we need a subject here. Get rid of this stuff, so... we need a subject. What do we put for a subject over here? Yeah, we don't know. Sphere email verification. That works. And I think that's it. Send success true. So we are happy with that. Actually, you know what? I can just do match response on this. I don't need to store this to a value. And if it's good, then we just do our HTTP response. Okay. That should work. All right, a few unused variables. So the hash map I'm not using anymore. Where's our collections? So let's use standard fs remove file. Okay. V, okay, V, yeah, that's not being used anymore. Same with that E right there. Are good. So we send a test email. So I'm actually going to delete this. I don't need that anymore. Success. See, we get it. And everything looks good. Sweet. All right. And I'm going to end it right there for now. I should be back around 3 Eastern time, so a little over 2 hours. Might be a little bit late, but yeah, I'm going to keep working on this today. Let's save this before I get out of here. So, create route to send email. Verification email. Okay. So I'm ending the stream here, and I'll be back. I'll be back on again in a few hours because I'm gonna keep working on this. So, see you later. We're not. Bye. All right. We're back. A little bit later than I hoped, but we're back nonetheless. I hope. Make sure. Live. Yep, looks good. All right. Let's see what we got to do next. So, we just did the verification email. Now we need to verify user email. Okay. So this is basically the other end of the verification email. Once I click on the link, they will be sent. Yeah, once I click on the link, so this is going to have to come from the front end. So basically it will send them to a location on the front end, which will then send up the verification. So actually, I think something I did over here was... Nope, it's good. So I'll just have to have this location in our Svelte front end. And then what the front end will do is when someone comes to this page, it'll gather the details from the URL and then reach out to the API. Okay. So let's create our route. So what's our route here? /API/user/password. So that's going to require another one. Wait, what? We're looking at the wrong thing. Okay. So post API user ID verify. No. We're going to change, actually, I'm going to make a note of this. What we're going to do is change this right here to verify instead of verify email. So I'm going to make a quick note of this. So change send verification email route to use verify instead of verify email in URL. I'll just save this desktop. Just say CoSphere to do send verification in documentation. All right, because I don't want to open up Svelte again right now for that. We'll just do that later. So yes, what we're gonna do, get rid of that for now, then just add .route web get, nope, not get, post to, and verify email. All right. Async function verify. So I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, look at this update for reference. So all right, we need client, yes. No user ID because it's coming in the post. No, there's user ID. Yes, there's user ID. User ID. String. There's a body, which the body I believe just has the yeah, it just has the code. So body web, yeah, JSON. Create a struct for this. Verify email body. And so the request for the headers, this is not, I don't believe we need any headers. This is not an auth route. Correct? Correct. Right. And we will return an HTTP response. So first thing, usual, let's just get that user collection. Client database. All right, so we don't need to auth. We do need to get the user though. What I should do here is just, yeah. So I'm gonna create a static, or not static, what do they call it? Can't remember. No, I'm just gonna call a static function on the user. Call it retrieve. And we'll pass in a user ID, which needs to be a string. So user ID dot to string. So let user that. Now we're gonna write another function for that here, or a method. Should have done this to begin with. So there's our response user, and then we're just going to write, we'll have to send in the client. We can send in the user collection instead. I think we'll just send the user collection. So function retrieve, and we're not going to have self. because there isn't a self yet. But need to take in user collection, which is a collection of users. I'm wondering if I should do database stuff over here. Yeah, because this isn't. I'll have to import MongoDB here. Okay, let's not do this for now. I gotta. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do that in the future to reformat this, refactor it. Alright, let's go back here and our update. So, damn it. Right here. Are we going to be mutating the user? Yeah, actually, I think we want to remove the verification code once they use it. So another one has to be generated. So, yeah. User. User collection. Find one. Create a document. Need to get that user ID. And then, so this returns a result. So, okay, some U. And we just return the U. Okay, none. Then return an HTTP error. Cannot find user. If there's an error, then return that. Okay. So we've got the user. Once we get the user, yeah, I think I should probably make get user a separate function in this. That's fine for now. So on our, so I think on our model, we will create a function to method. I guess just verify email code. Itself. And code. That's it. Code will be object ID. Yeah. Oh no, this is just going to be a string. And we'll return, I think we're just doing a Boolean. So true or false, does it match? So yeah, I think that'll be good. So self, so code needs to come in as a string, which it will. So return self dot verification code is equal to code. That should be it. We don't actually even need the return. Yeah, very simple function, but we'll keep it in a function nonetheless. And then we'll do a match on this to check true or false. So match user.verify email code. And we need to pass in the code. So body.code. And already being a string. We'll see when we run this. Oh yeah, we have to define our struct verify email body, and all it's got is the code, which is a string. So that's it. So in case it's true, oh, we can just we can actually do this over there. So in the verify email code function runs, we can just do this. That'd be better. So if so we've already matched the ID to the user, and if the code matches their verification code, then right here we'll just update it. So match and then true. I'm going to we'll do a couple things. So self dot, so this is going to have to be mutable. Self dot verification code. So line 262. Verification code option string. Yeah. Verification code equals none. And also, is it status will be set to active for now. We'll have to double check some stuff in the future from that, but this will work for now. Self dot status equals status dot active. Now we are false, then I guess we'll just return false. So we could do this. Yep, I think that works. And then we can just here, we can call it user.verify email code, and we don't even have to do anything with it because it's already been handled over there. We need to pass in the code. We do have to still match it to determine what to respond with. Because this is all there is to do for verify email code. Or for verifying the email. So if true, then we just send back our HTTP response. What was our response? Is this... We didn't define a response for this? Ew. 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 We didn't put it in the routes. Another note. So add response body to verify user email route, only route example is good. Okay. So our response is success true. Okay. JSON. Success true. And for false, we give an HTTP error. That will be, what will it be? Authorized, I think. So 401 and invalid user verification. And I think that's actually it for that. Okay. So if that's it, then let's try to run it. All right. Status act. Oh, is expected value found enum status. Yeah, isn't it supposed to be an enum? Might have meant to use one of the following enum variants. Yes. Consider importing this unit variant. Yeah. Status is right there. Why would I need to import it? I've got so status is a status. Yeah. Logical. And I'm using status here. Why would I need to... I'm going to fix the other errors first. Maybe one of the other errors is causing that. Okay, so find one is incorrect. this again. Bring from. What else? Post to verify. The trait is not implemented. Oh. So you just need to derive deserialize, I think. So, yeah. Derive deserialize. Alright. Move occurs because value has type string, which does not implement the copy trait. Okay, you can just clone it. Good. Self verification code equals code. Oh. Yeah. So self. I'll try wrapping that in some. I don't know if they'll ever match though. Alright, that's that. What is going on here? The enum is defined here. Yeah, but why would I need to use the full... What? Oh. I think it needs to be this. Status active. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's check this out. Bruno. Verify email is a post request to HTTP localhost 8000 API user ID verify. Let's users dot find one. Okay, we're unverified. We've okay. No, I need the ID. Right. So, we need a body. It's gonna be raw JSON. So we have to send verification email first. I'm actually gonna add something here. No, we'll do this in just a minute. We don't need that. Basically, if they're already verified, then just say, hey, you're already verified. Tell them to fuck off, basically. Okay, so authorization. So we need to send a verification email. And we're sending it 34CD1. 34CD1, okay, good. Why did we get no response whatsoever there? See if we get the email. Huh? What happened? 404 not found. Localhost 8000 API user. Yeah, sorry. Just verify now. Okay, success true. Now we wait for the email. Got it. And I'm just going to copy the link. So this is the link we've gotten. So the ID and okay. So let's go back to Bruno. Verify email. Body JSON. I'm just going to slap this in here. So code. Oops. B 3/4 CD1, so that's good. This right here. Okay. Posting. We don't need any headers. I think that should be it. Cannot find user. Yeah, again, need the. I need the. I'm trying to just send in the raw ID, but what I need is an object ID to send in. So, how did we do that last time? Okay. This is an object ID match object ID parse string user ID dot to string. Okay, then we just return there's an error. Then we return HTTP error 401 string from cannot find user. We'll go with invalid user verification again. Invalid user verification. All right, good. So that should work now. That's good. Invalid user verification. Why? Let's just do this. That way we know it's that one. It's giving us the error. It's not that one. Okay. So we're getting our error down here. So this is returning false. Yeah. Yep, like I said. Oops. So we need to unwrap our verification code. And I think if the code isn't there, Yeah, we got a match. We got a match. So match self dot verification code. So this is an option. So we got sum and our code. Then we'll do another match. We'll match on, so we've unwrapped it. C equals code. And then we can do self dot verification code equals none. We're gonna have to save the user. Didn't think of that. Self dot status equals status active true. And oh, let's handle that. Some. Yeah, okay. I did this wrong. So, if true, then we do this. False. Then we're just going to return false. Now we have to handle if there's none. Ooh, interesting. What we can do is, yeah, I like this idea. So we're gonna return a result with a bool. So this will return okay, but false. So let's update this. Get result, the bool. So logically, it should error if there is no verification code at all for the yeah, if the verification code is non-existent. If the verification just fails, then we say false, it fails. Yes, logically that makes sense to me. So a false would be an okay false, and true would be okay true. And none, we just return error, like that. Or I think so let's do first result. Needs that. Okay. So bool and string, I guess. Error. No verification. Now we have to update this over here. Because first thing it could return, I'm just gonna do it up here above it. Match user email code body dot code dot clone. So okay, and yeah, I can do it this way. Okay and true. Then where's that? I will just try it out. So if it's okay and true, then HTTP response is okay. JSON success true. If it's okay and false, then we'll do our HTTP error. And if we get an error, we'll return another HTTP error 401, and we'll do E. So probably have some errors from that. So that's it. Yeah, okay. Two string. Oh, yeah, no, we still want to return E here. What we want to do, save that. This string, yeah, from. Alright, match self.verification code. Data moved here. Moved because occurs because C has a type of string which does not implement copy trait. Okay. Consider borrowing. Alright. Oops. But then that's gonna screw up that. So this needs to be a reference as well. Okay, that seems to be running. Alright. Let's give Bruno another shot. Should all be the same. No verification code. Is that true? I think so. Verification code is null. Ooh, I didn't check that. Oh, yep, you know what? When we are not saving our user, so we're updating our user here, but we never saved it, and I forgot to check for that. So I'm a fucking idiot. So, let's do, we're responding with that, so let's do it before we send out this. Document.insert. Oh. Login. I don't think we're saving anything. Retrieve. We're not saving it. Update. We are saving stuff. So, Jesus Christ. Alright, so. Okay. So let's match user collection, find one, and update where our doc. So this is our filter doc. Underscore ID. So ID. I think we're going to have to make... So I think this is going to fail because on line 16... Because up here, we are passing ownership of it, I think. So I think we're going to have to pass a reference there. Let's do this first. And then this doc will just be verification email. So this is going to update the verification code, and we'll set it to none. Oof. Alright, I know we need to do more there, but return document. Return document after. Wait. Okay. Our user. So that returns a result which contains an option. Okay, so that's why we put the O. Makes more sense. Match O. So you. Then I think here we're just gonna do nothing because we just want it to continue on. And it's none. The error. This is a 500 in this case. Kernel server error. I should start giving these errors numbers. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a random 4-digit number to just put on the end of each of these. That way, I can identify where they are when someone says they got an error. So, just use random.org. Come on. So I want minimum 0, maximum 99.99, 3590. Okay, and then this is possible error. HTTP error 500 string from kernel server error. And another one 6178. We need to return these though. So if it fails, then we don't try to make the email, send out the email. Yeah. The save fails, we don't send out the email. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So now this, create update doc. Create update doc. It's in here. Okay, so I think we want to use this. Create that doc for us. So updates. This is going to return a reference to a vector, contains a string, and a reference to an option contains a string. This will equal user create update doc. Oh wait, no, it's a document. Ah, Jesus. That's the input. Let me see how I did this previously. Data. Okay. Let data. I just put vector. I have to define what it's holding. Vector contains a tuple with a string and I think it's just a reference to a string. Okay, and here I'll do vector. The vector string from hold on. This is where I am. I think, yes. Okay. Aha. There you go. That works. String from, and this is going to be verification code. Ow. You know what? I just realized I did something really stupid. This should just take in the name of it. You should update that, and then this should generate. God, I don't want to kill myself now. This is painful. So verification code, and then none. Although this is only taking in. I did this wrong. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna so it should take in a vector. So verification code and status are the two that it should be updating. This is now incorrect. This is a vector of string slices. And then we're going to do create update doc2. We'll come back and fix this. We pass in our data. And the data is only going to be used for that, so that can be moved. Now, user models and create update. And so we're kind of gonna copy this, but a different. Create update doc 2. Eventually, update doc 2 is going to become create update doc, and then we'll replace it in the other one once we get there. Because this is the way I should have done it. Basically, instead of passing in the key and the value to create update doc function method, what I should have done is to just pass in the key and get the value from the user, which is self here. So we are going to need self, which you update previously. So this is now user.create update doc. Have a mutable user, and then so self and we'll say keys, which is a vector of string slices, will then return. What are we going to return? A document. And I'm actually going to take a break right there because I gotta use the bathroom, so I'm just going to make it a 5 to 10 minute break anyway. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. What are we doing? I forgot. Yes, our create update doc 2. Electric Boogaloo. So, we create our document. Why do we... Why did we create a subdocument? I'm just gonna assume that's correct. Let's take a look. Rust, MongoDB, find one and update. Nope. Insert update a document. Yeah, we need to do the set. Yeah, okay. Maketh sense. Let mute subdocument document new for fields in keys. Make a match. For keys. Don't think we need this. Sub document insert. So this is to be the key, which is a string slice. Okay. Oh shit, how are we gonna reference? The only thing I can think is a huge match. So we've got key, string slice, okay, good. But now this right here. It should be self dot what? I don't know if you can do that in Rust. So Rust reference struct val value with key string. I have multiple structs that need to be deserialized from a string that has a bunch of lines with key value pairs, which represent the struct's attributes. The types for each field will always be the same, but are not always present. The order can also change. Assert. A way to generalize for multiple target structs may be to use assert. In case of a custom format, a deserializer has to be implemented, but instead of such implementation, it is worth considering a community-supported data format. And the custom format is a subset of, or it is similar to the standard. Seems that your format is a subset of TOML format. So this is a use case, use TOML. I think I'm just gonna use a big ass fucking match statement. As much as I fucking hate it. So we'll do let. Oh, but that won't work. Shit. This is heinous. This is terrible. know what I can do is just create a document from the user struct and just pass the whole thing every time. So document so that mute document equals document new or is document. Alright, bson. Rust bson document. So this is a struct. Yes. Creates a new empty document. From get bunch of gets. I'd have to insert each one individually. Oh my god, I want to kill myself. I'm gonna try this. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. So so we declare this as a document, and then we do user dot into. I guarantee that's not gonna work. I could try it anyway. Then we do document dot insert set and return document. Is that so this here routes to 84. Just forgot this. Cannot find type document in this scope. You piece of shit. Just gonna leave that out for now. Yeah. Wait, what? Here. Self. Yeah. Cannot infer the type of parameter to create. That's see what the. So this will just need to be our updates trait is not implemented for JSON document, which is required by. Yeah, it'd be stupid to not try it at least. Yeah, it's probably pretty stupid to try it. Alright. Well. Fuck. Oh, shit. So the ideal thing here is we pass in the keys and then it goes and grabs them from the user. The issue is that doesn't work. Okay, so this is what I. Okay, so a deserializer has to be implemented. The format is not exactly standard compatible. Look for a way to transform the encoded data before deserializing. For example, if field 1 and field 4 are not quoted strings, a regex-based pattern substitution may work. So field 1, 2, 3, 4. No fucking way I'm doing that. There's a third crate that does just that, but it doesn't seem to be published. Revive it. The repository link is dead. Oh. Third key value. Third key value. Oof. Yep. It's updated 6 months ago. I didn't have a readme. Definitely can't rely on that. When was this? Oh, this is just February this year. So. Hmm. So this is interesting. So I can't get things from. Oh, that's. Uh, what if I have a hash map? Hmm. I think I've just got to pass in the values. Yeah, I think original way is just the way I'm gonna have to handle it. At least for now. I already import status. All right. Might revisit that in the future. But for now, we're just going to have to stick with this and our data. This makes it very, very confusing. Because this... so this is no longer that. It is a vector that contains a tuple with a string and optional string. Reference to an optional string. Correct. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yes. So, tuple and a string from verification code, and then next will be none. We'll see if that works. And then another tuple with a string from status. But this isn't a string, so it doesn't work. Mm. Rust generics. All right. Single I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're just gonna try some stuff out. So I'm going to put here T as a generic, and string from same here. This will be a string from status, and then status active. Right, not found in the scope. God, the Rust book is terrible. When defining a function that uses we use generics to create definitions for items like functions, signatures, or structs, which we can then use with many different concrete data types. Let's first look at how to define functions, structs, enums, and methods using generics, and we'll discuss how they affect code performance. When defining a function that uses generics, we place the generics in the signature of the function, where we would usually specify the data types of the parameters and return value. Doing so makes our code more flexible and provides more functionality to callers of our function while preventing code duplication. So, there's no generics here. Continuing with our largest function, listing 10.4 shows two functions that both find the largest value in a slice. We'll then combine these into a single function that uses generics. Okay. So function, largest. Okay. I see. So, we need to sort of define a generic over here. Good. Hopefully. Alright, let's go through these. Not found in the scope. What are you talking about? Oh. Oh, okay. So this is... Oh my god. I can't do that because... Oh my god, I want to fucking kill myself. Doesn't make any sense. There's no way to do this. So it's just impossible in Rust? My vector, I've got two different values here in my vector, which I shouldn't have. It's got to be created from the user. That's all there is to it. You update the user, and then you just create update doc, and it'll take itself and turn it into a document. Yeah. So, alright. We're going back to our public function create update doc 2. This will only take in self and it will return a document. So let mute document equals new document, and then let mute sub document equals document new, and then we can do sub document dot insert, and we just go through and do it for each one. Fuck. Oh. Okay, here we go. So we're never going to update the ID. Email can be updated. So the insert is going to be email self dot email. Password can be updated. Self dot password. First name self dot first name. Last name. This is pretty verbose, but I really don't see any other reasonable way of doing this. Expiration, yeah, that might be, it's definitely going to be updated sometimes. The created date's never going to be updated. Oh, shit, then we got Stripe. That's going to be a sub-document in and of itself. Come back to Stripe. Verification code self dot verification code avatar self dot avatar. What am I doing? This should just be... No, because when I save it has to be a document and it can't. Alright, I might be giving up for the day here. I'm mentally burnt out. So, struct this document. It's in... Oh no, it's in BSON, that's right. Oh. Jesus Christ. Structs. Document. Rust. Convert. Struct to BSON document. Serialize the list of structs and write in a file in BSON format and deserialize back to struct. The BSON enum only contains a document tree. In order to get a vector of U8, you'll need to actually encode the document, which can be done like so. So BSON, does BSON have serialize anything? Serialize. BSON document serialize. Value into the given surge serializer. So S is a serializer. Okay. So, might be able to do implement serialize. Try. Document.serialize. So. Need to get rid of this crap I added here. This was a string. Let's put that back. That. So whatever. Getting rid of all that for now. Can't find updates. Document.serialize. Yep, need to use a path separator for that one. Okay. Alright, document serial, an argument of type bson document. The fuck are you talking about? Serialize takes in a serializer. Serialize this value into the given surge serializer. Okay. Is it perhaps a deserialize we want? So what we're trying to do is turn something into a document. So probably what we'd want is deserialize. Take a lifetime. Deserialize this value given this deserializer. Now read more. So let's try instead. Oops. Deserialize. See what error we get. Trait is not implemented for user. Let's try Rust. Convert struct to bson document. List of structs. So Python stop push place. File, create bson to bson. It's taking in Bison's bson enum. Only contains the document tree. Now I have to get a vector. Code the document. Jesus Christ. Alright. That's as much as I can handle today. So that's going to have to be on pause until tomorrow. I'll be back at it. So alright. That's it. I'm out of here. Adios. See you later. До свидания. До встречи. Goodbye.